Folks, welcome to another reading. I am using the Lightseers Tarot, and I've laid your cards out in a Celtic cross formation. Your first card is the King of Wands. This is someone who is the master executor of everything when it comes to action, doing things, behavior. That's also about spirituality, creativity, sexuality, all that kind of good stuff. Everything associated with fire. It's also, I was about to get Taurus energy again. There might be a little bit of earth energy in your birth chart somewhere. But I'm also getting Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy. And you may not have those signs in very powerful placements, but you are in a phase of your life where you are in charge of the things that you do. You tell yourself what to do, and in some cases you tell others what to do as well. You're someone who works hard, potentially, especially since I see this particular card. This is pointing towards the future. This is the Six of Swords. This is about leaving a situation. You've decided that it's going to be the best for yourself and possibly for any minors who may be dependent on you. You are leaving for your own sake, for their sake if there are any, and for any fur babies if there are any, okay? But you are leaving, but something to keep in mind that this is pointed towards the future, so this may be something that you're in the process of doing, that you're in the process of planning for. And something to keep in mind is that you're carrying around a lot of memories as well as habits to go with the leaving process. So there's going to be a little bit of shadow work you're going to need to do in order to get out some of the toxicity that may be following around. Okay? And when I say that, I see the King of Cups in your past. This is possibly somebody's ex in the past. Their behavior haunts them and will continue to haunt them well into the future. Those are words from Spirit. They may try to rub some of their pain off onto you and any children that you may have. Take it as it resonates, okay? You don't have to have any children. Well, I'll say why in just a second. This is in your past, by the way. You've broken up with this particular person. This is an emotionally immature individual. There is no gender in tarot, but this is someone who's supposed to be in complete charge of their emotions, doesn't allow them to overwhelm them, but at the same time feels them, is very compassionate, is very loving, is very intuitive. Also could be a water sign such as a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. There we go. I almost always forget the Pisces. So this is what is going on in your subconscious position, and this is why I kind of started talking about children. You could possibly be pregnant. There could be also, if you're not pregnant, or if that's just not your thing, for instance, then in this particular case, this is about you seeing yourself as someone who deserves to be treated as royalty, as the Empress. You see yourself as this. This is a fundamental change because this lands in your subconscious position. This is a great change. But I see that you're feeling that it comes at a price. There is a sadness associated with this particular card, especially as it heads into the future. But keep in mind, this is consciously. You can feel good things happening to you. This is an awesome card to get in the upright position. Things are flowing into place. They're falling into place. Things randomly happen that are pleasant surprises for you. Things become convenient. There's just kind of a cool sense of good timing about you in this particular case because you're finally taking action towards leaving a situation. You're finally recognizing yourself as the person who deserves to be treated well, regardless of your gender. This is about being appreciated for your compassionate aspect, for your strengths, for your ability to take care of yourself, to take care of the people around you. This is a cool card to have in the upright position, and this tells me that you appreciate yourself as you are. You see yourself as Empress. It's an awesome place to be. Now, here's where this becomes a little bit of a challenge. This is a positive card in the sense that you are taking action. But also, this leads into your future. So this is about the Seven of Cups and making a choice. You're going to see clearly, but there might be some pain associated with this particular choice. I'm saying that because in your advice card, you've got, look for what makes you genuinely happy. And this will not have anything to do with external circumstances necessarily. This is about a deep inner peace that comes from within. Even if things are genuinely rough around you, inner peace is what fuels our true happiness. It's what gives us a sense of grounding. And even if we are an earth sign and already decently grounded as is, this is going to help us appreciate what we have in the moment, even when things are rough. Inner peace comes from being in the moment while it's happening. And that even means when things are boring, when the rigors, the ins and outs of childcare are a daily part of your life. That's still appreciating each minute for what it is. And that's hard work. That takes time. You might need practice coming into that energy because King of Wands is fire on fire energy. That's about an entity that is accustomed to doing, not necessarily thinking. Ideally, I would love to see you come into your energy as the King of Swords. Now, something that you do have with the Empress is that you do have the Queen of Swords in your court, so to speak. So in that particular case, you are a thinker enough that you can filter certain people out. But I'm wondering if you can also filter certain ideas out that no longer serve you. It's not just about getting certain people out that no longer serve. It's about getting ideas out that no longer serve. And I wonder if that isn't what's going to contribute to your happiness. Okay? My nose is itching, so that may resonate for somebody, okay? Here's what you've got in your outcome. This is in your future, seeing clearly towards making the ideal choice, even if it's a difficult one. And this is the difficult choice that you have to make. This is the Knight of Wands. This is learning to practice to dance to the beat of your own drum, to explore new ways of doing things. Knight of Wands is about the fire energy, but it's also about the air energy too. So in that particular case, you can plan. You can think about what it is you would like to say, what it is you'd like to do to generate more new behavior for you. And that could mean starting a business. That could mean volunteering at something. That could mean picking up a new career. That could mean going to school. That could mean any number of things. You absolutely need to take this as it resonates. But night energy is also about exploration. So exploratory energy. What can you do to explore your new life? There's the real risk that you could low-key regret this particular choice, and we encourage you, when I say we, the universe, and I encourage you not to regret your choice. It is a good one. You're invited to see what makes you genuinely happy and pursue that. And that means doing something new, maybe something that you've delayed for a while because you were dealing with this person in the past. In your current environment, excuse me, you have the Eight of Swords, and this is possibly being blinded by some things, possibly some lies about how it is to establish yourself in your new life. Possibly it's kind of rough to hear other people say what you should be doing. I'm getting some connection to the King of Wands here, and I said earlier about that being about fire on fire energy, but not necessarily having the sword energy that it takes to direct the flame. Remember that flame needs oxygen in order to survive, and if it doesn't have that, then it doesn't. And I'm wondering if you're not listening to some things that you have no business listening to, because ultimately they're lies, and you have no business observing their influence, using their influence in anything that it has, anything that you do, okay? In your hopes and your fears, I see that you're afraid of trusting the universe to take care of you, basically. You feel like you're going to have to rely on yourself, and that might be possibly what people are lying to you about. Know that when you are working with the universe towards your best and your highest good, the universe will take care of you. That doesn't mean that it won't be rough sometimes, genuinely rough too. That won't be everybody's story, but for some it might be the case. But the universe has your back. The universe will carry you and your dependents through with perfect timing. Remember that you had this in your conscious position. You might see things falling into place. Once again, I've already said that. And the universe, take that as a sign from the universe that it wants to take care of you, that it wants to uplift you, it wants to evolve you. But that's only if you choose to work with it. Okay. No more from me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching.